the #1 UFC welterweight contender. He has never fought for the title before, but on the strength of a long winning streak, he has arrived at the precipice of a world championship here tonight.
He's been working so long to put himself in this position. He has been working so diligently to try to earn himself a shot at a championship. Tonight he gets that opportunity. He is a well-rounded fighter. He's so tremendous in all aspects of mixed martial arts. I cannot wait to see him compete and try to become the champion.
And I'm not sure that any athlete in this welterweight division has handled adversity, professional and otherwise, as well as this man has. He is forged as he hits the proving ground for his first UFC title fight tonight. Islam Makhachev has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here today.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Islam Makhachev. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Another big spot tonight for the budding UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. A lot of people believe, with respect to his brother Khabib Nurmagomedov, that this version, this fighter, could actually be better. As for the matchup here tonight, Makhachev figures to have a big advantage on the ground, might have the advantage on the feet as well. The betting line is certainly reflective of that reality, but we'll see if Makhachev can get a win tonight and potentially position himself for a shot at that elusive UFC lightweight title. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here. Pretty accurate there from bottom position.
Big ground and pound. Getting them out here. This is where he wants to be.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. While the ground and pound is there once again, strong work here by Islam Makhachev.
Beautiful transition. He flattens him out. This could be trouble.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, another submission attempt by him now. Oh, that's tight. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? Lucky guy. I have.
Chimaev's eye is starting to swell shut. Well, to this point in the fight, it has been all lightweight champion Islam Makhachev, and a lot of the casual fans don't necessarily appreciate all the nuance that goes with his grappling.
Yeah, there are so many different levels to the grappling. That's why you see him submit some of the best fighters in the world, from Drew Dober to Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira, the greatest submission artist in UFC history. Islam submitted him. His top pressure is very heavy. His control, his ability to move between positions is insanely high level. Tonight, he has been able to do that, and that is why Islam has been so successful in the octagon.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Khamzat Chimaev. Round 2 next.
Stop.
Heading back to the corner now after that round. Makhachev's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Ready.
All right, round 2. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time.
Oh!
This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Short uppercut here in the clinch by Islam Makhachev. Level change there, goes for the takedown. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now, because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submission.
Makhachev's back in side control.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Makhachev going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Chimaev's back in full guard now. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in the fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went, gotta be careful here.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now, because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now is time to start being on high alert.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Seconds winding down in round 2.
Good round.
All right, the round is over, and Makhachev's eye has never looked worse, candidly. The cut man's going to get in there and hopefully put some end swell on that, or that eye's going to swell shut, DC. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 3 of a possible 5. And potentially a critical takedown here. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position come in here and try to stop this fight.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy. He's working on the armbar. He's got it isolated. Had the submission in very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Makhachev's in half guard. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Closed guard.
He passes the half. Great submission defense.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Well, his grappling has been on point thus far, and don't think he's going to slow down. He can keep up this pace through the whole fight.
Especially when he's on top, in the top position, where he's controlling the exchanges, controlling the transitions. He can do it with his eyes closed. This is something he's been doing since he was a young man. Oh, he got to his spot.
Final seconds here. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Makhachev's eye is really looking pretty bad after those 5 minutes. We'll see what the cut man can do about it. But if he doesn't get the swelling to subside, that eye could swell shut. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round.
He's got to try to finish here.
Print the shirts. Ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike lands.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Now he's got good body position. Yup.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You've doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Nice shots landing from the top position. He's got to start throwing down.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Chimaev's in half guard. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands. And there you go, again, half guard.
Vision is compromised, there's no doubt. All right, feet on the hips here. Ground and pound strike there now.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Chimaev's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Well, we got to think some bonus money is coming the way of these two athletes at night's end, and remarkably, they've both been able to stay in the fight despite absorbing a shit ton of damage.
I mean, the amount of damage that these two have taken in this fight is crazy. They've been able to stand on a coin and go toe-for-toe in the middle of the octagon.
And as usual, they gave our replay guys in the truck a lot to work with.
Yeah, a lot to work with because neither one of them have tried to use defense. They're proving how tough they are, but they really aren't using the skills that will allow for them to be fighting for a long time. You gotta keep moving your head. You cannot take these type of heavy strikes so frequently.
And it looked like maybe one of those coaches thought about getting involved. They're gonna be watching the action closely as these two absolute warriors and damaged athletes try to get the upper hand in this next round.
Ready.
Fifth and final round. Hook to the head lands flush there by Khamzat Chimaev.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one.
And there you go, again, half guard.
All right, side control now.
Yeah, he's gonna try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so he can get pressure.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
That was a slick transition.
Under 3 minutes now to go, round 5. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here.
Ref will help you here. Just says the referee will never take a guy out of mount. They will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position. This is a terrible position.
2 minutes now to go in this one. Makhachev's in half guard now. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Makhachev's back into full guard.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the...
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow himself to get subbed. Oh, nice right hand.
Chimaev gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-46, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.